From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Well, before we get to the forecast, I did want to show you that you probably saw this on social media, Facebook. A lot of response from you out there on social media. I posted a picture of this hat in a big box full of hats. And a lot of you are asking, how can you get one? Can you buy one? Is there a store where you can buy one? I honestly never imagined people would want to buy any of the swag, but I guess that's the case. People want to do that. So I'm going to do some research. I'm going to find out how we can get an online store, because it's not going to just be hats. I've got some shirts on the way as well. By the way, Inked Up Graphics, they did a killer job on this, man. I tell you what, they do some phenomenal work, so be sure to check them out. Inked Up Graphics here. They've got the hats, some other colors as well. So there's that. Now, again, I got some shirts on the way, which we'll get into that a little bit later. Also had these little totes made. I may make more of these if there's enough demand for them, maybe for some gift bags or something like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. Also, you may have seen that on Facebook, I also posted on a mug. Yeah, so I had a mug made, and no hype, no weather. That's, of course, the slogan. So kind of know about that. So yeah, I'll kind of check into that for an online store. But bottom line too, I'll probably be doing some giveaways. If not today, maybe sometime this weekend or next week. So be on the lookout for giveaways. It will be something I'll be conducting on Facebook. So be sure to follow me on Facebook if you want to check that out. And of course, it's going to be Weather NorCal Mike Kruger. Be sure to check that out. All right, so here's how you can get us. Of course, the social media I talked about. I also recommend that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And the reason being is the videos get uploaded there first, and then eventually gets it onto the 24-hour channel. So that's something I would recommend. If you really want to, you know, if I say I'm going to be updating it at 7 o'clock in the morning, it may come in a little bit earlier than that, maybe even as early as 6 or 6:30. So if you want to really check in and check out the latest. Roku, Fire TV, even Apple TV, that's coming soon, but Fire TV and Roku are now available. Just look for Weather NorCal in those stores. And iOS coming soon. I just communicated with my app people. I didn't realize they didn't actually push it out. I thought they did. So there was some kind of lack of communication. So I sent the email, said, send it out, send it out, send it out as soon as you can. So the iOS should be coming hopefully today. We'll see. And then the Android, that's going to be delayed. And I think what was happening is they wanted these both to come out together. I said, no, let's get out what we can immediately. So those of you who at least have iOS, you can get it. And then, like I said, for Android, it'll be just a bit of a delay. I'm sorry. That's kind of the reality of it. All right, so here's what we got. Here are your headlines. The heat wave has arrived. Close to some records are certainly going to be the case here, especially in the valley. But it's going to be hard. These records are going to be hard to break for this time of the year, and not as hot as we go through next week. But it is going to be hot anyway. You look at it here. There you can see the excessive heat warning, basically for today through Sunday. And we do have the heat advisory for the areas in orange pretty much through the weekend, but especially out in Siskiyou and Modoc County, that's going to be in effect until Tuesday of next week. So there's your planner for today, and you can see temperatures around 60 for the coast, but much warmer. You don't have to head too far outside of the coast, and you start seeing those temperatures climb quickly. And of course, you know how hot it's going to be in the valley. I don't have to tell you that. There you can see for the mountains, though, we'll get Weaverville about 103, but should be a little bit cooler out in Siskiyou County. And taking out to Susanville, the high of 93, Bernie 94, and Paradise a bit warmer, the high of about 97 degrees. So why is it so hot out there? Well, we've got a ridge of high pressure in place. You see the clouds are kind of moving up and over that ridge of high pressure. And that's the reason why we're seeing sunny skies, and not to mention that heat that I've been talking about. So above normal temperatures are in the forecast for the next 6 to 10 days. And look at the kind of the shades of orange. The main heat's going to be up to our north, believe it or not. And then we go into the next 8 to 14 days, we're seeing lighter shades of orange in there. So what this tells us is that, yeah, there is relief in sight from the heat. Now, one thing we have to remember, though, at least in the valley, the normal high is about 97. So when you get even just slightly above 97. You're talking about temperatures still close to 100. So it's still going to be hot, but at least it's not going to be that prolonged period of 110 plus degree temperatures. Temperatures are going to be tonight dropping down to about 72 for Reading, 75 for Red Bluff, 72 in Chico, and there you can see Hoopa about 62. Alturas dropping out about 55, and Susanville about 58 degrees. So here is your 7-day forecast, and taking a look at that outlook for the next 7 days. You see temperatures in the upper 90s for Saturday, Sunday. Mid-90s by Monday, Tuesday. For your 4th of July high of about 96. And taking a look at Alturas, of course, looking at temperatures in the low 90s today, but I do expect mid-90s over the weekend, and you can see temperatures dropping as we go through next week, and that's also the case for Susanville. Here's your 7-day forecast for Redding. You're looking at, of course, the heat, right? 110 degrees-ish, give or take, for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Temperature should slightly drop after that. For your 4th, a high of 104. Weaverville, triple digits through Tuesday, but of course no triple digits on the coast. Wouldn't that be crazy? But no, how about low 60s instead? 64 on Saturday, and then temperatures low 60s by next Wednesday and Thursday.